Hey, what's going on? And I'm back as usual, and I am irritated. I have to just rant about this. Like, I know y'all are tired of hearing me rant, but y'all are my friends, and you have to hear me rant. Sorry. So, Thursday, you see this stupid face that I'm making here? This is called the brace face. It's an ugly stank face, as my fiance likes to call it, that just settles onto my face at any moment throughout the day. Why? Because my mouth hurts. Adult braces have been like so ridiculous. Like, I'm just being real because a lot of people are out here and they're about to get braces. And sharing my age, I am 27. If you are in that vicinity and you're looking to get braces, you need to finish watching this video. So this is like critical. If you're gonna get the braces, you need to commit. Let's just begin with that, because the first thing that I had to remember when I started this journey, and you will have to remind yourself this every day, is that you committed. You said that you wanted a rich girl mouth. No, you said that you wanted your teeth to be looking like ting. No, you said that you wanted to be able to try out for the Orbit commercial if you wanted to. You said that. No, you said that. You said that you wanted your teeth to be looking like Nene Leakes. You wanted the Nene Leakes mouth. You did. So you agreed to commit to the time, to the work, to the love that it would take to make this that. So here we are. And I am hitting my first 6 weeks with braces. And guess what? I don't like it at all. I don't like the brace face. Like, I have a stank face. And it's because, like, literally all the time I'm having, like, some sort of rubbing, some sort of discomfort in places that I don't usually have. So it just makes me feel weird. It makes me feel weird, and it makes me feel like I need to be touching stuff or adjusting all day. So I'm always like this. So when people are looking at me, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to like tuck my braces away. But eventually, you know, I was told that it'll get better. Now, I just had my first tightening after getting the bands and braces. And if you're wondering, bands are when they put these little metal circles around the back molars. So like way in the back of your mouth, they put bands back there on 1, 2, 3, and 4 to hold the wire. So think about it. Something's got to have like hold of that wire, and that's what it is. There's like a little box on it where they tuck the wires in on both sides. Now, other than that, you know, you have each of your brackets on each of your teeth that are held by glue. Now, they put the brackets and the glue on first. You sit with those on, then they put the bands and the wires on a different day. They like make you wait like a week because they have to space your teeth out. That's what the bands are for, to like give them some space to like, that's where they anchor it down, sort of. So now I'm going in, you know, this past Thursday for my first changing of my band, and they also put what's called a power cord, I think it's called, don't get me to lie, a power cord across my front 4 teeth to close my gap. And I just have a headache. Like, having braces as an adult, it's like you have other stuff going on. You work, you're talking to people, you have to speak. I work in a medical field. I have to talk all day. Well, I'm like spitting on people. Don't be mad. I'm being so real. Like, I am having a saliva problem these days. Not because that my mouth is too juicy or more juicy than it usually is. It's because there's a lot of places for stuff to get caught, like for saliva to hide. So when you're talking, you could have some little spurs kind of just shooting out your mouth, and it's hard for me to talk sometimes because I feel like I just have a lot in my mouth. Now, I know that sounds really dirty, but I do have a small framed mouth. Like, it's like they just shoved a mouthful of braces into my little face, and it's just like struggling. When I say you have to stay in it when you commit, it's tight. It feels like tight, and I clench my jaws or maybe grind my teeth a little in my sleep. So I'm like, some people do that, and it's important to know that you will have a headache usually when you wake up, or your jaw will be sore. Like, my jaw and my teeth hurt really bad when I wake up in the morning, because usually I've clenched my jaw at night. Now they have things for this, like mouth guards or some sort of oral appliance that you can wear at night, but I'm too lazy and I don't want to put anything else in my mouth. I just don't want to put anything else in there. No, don't want to do it. It's too much. I'm not gonna do it. With that said, I'm here and I'm hitting my 6-week mark, and I don't go back again for another 6 weeks, and I can like barely function right now. I'm lying. I'm being dramatic when I say barely function, but I have to be very conscious of when I'm eating or when I'm talking. I don't want my teeth to touch, because if they touch, they're gonna like bang each other, and it's gonna feel like they just shattered in my mouth. So just know that your teeth will be sensitive. I recently went to, smoke hookah, and I have a hookah at home. I don't know who else hookahs or vapes or whatever, but I have a hookah, love hookah, and I had like what I thought looked like a brown spot that was developing. So I literally was like panicking, thinking my tooth was like literally rotting, and it wasn't. It's just because I was smoking hookah, so I literally have to brush my teeth if I'm going to smoke hookah, which I guess I smoke a little bit less now thinking about it, because it takes so much extra work, and I know it's going to be extra work, so I just don't do it. But you just have to brush like after everything, after coffee, after tea, after wine, red wine, because I like red wine. I have to brush because it'll leave stains all over your teeth. So keep that in mind. I mean, it doesn't stay, and if you brush really good, it comes off, but it's harder to brush and it's harder to floss with it. So think about how much more things get trapped and stay right on your teeth. So it's important to brush often. I'm talking like after every meal and after every dark drink often. It sounds like a lot, but I literally carry a bag with me everywhere I go. And it's literally, my mouth bag. It's got floss, it's got wax, because you're going to need plenty of wax. You can get it from the pharmacy. On my first week of getting braces, I probably used 6 boxes of wax, which are like these little wax balls that you can put on each of your teeth to kind of help with any spots where you feel like it's rubbing or where it bothers you the most. I hate having wax in my mouth, because eventually, think about it, it either comes off in there or you forget it's in there and you start eating and then you eat the wax. So I mean, it doesn't hurt you, but I have eaten a lot of wax, and I just sometimes prefer to just live without it and just get used to it. That's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get used to what I got going on. It's a journey, and I'm trying to share my journey with you guys, because I mean, it's hard. It's hard sometimes because you want to eat, or you're hungry and you just can't eat things. There's a lot that you can't eat. Crispy things, crunchy things. So like really crispy pizza is going to be rough for you, like chips. I literally let tortilla chips sit in my mouth and just soak until I can like chew it easily, because I love chips and guacamole. Like, you can't bite anything, like nothing you can bite on, because if you believe it, when you break one of these brackets, they charge you $10 every time one of these little guys comes off. So I already had one come off, and it's because I was being greedy and I stuffed my mouth, and it was just too much. It was pressure. When I bit down, it just broke off. So no hoagies, no sandwiches, no wraps. Everything you must eat with a fork and knife. So you must put everything into your mouth. No biting things, or even soft tacos you can try. They said you can have soft tacos. I tried soft tacos, and that was unreasonable. There was no way. So I literally just cut my taco up into pieces and ate it with a fork and knife. So that's my taco experience now. So needless to say, I don't go anywhere like where I can't get like a burrito bowl because I can't. Mexican is my favorite, and I love tacos. Like, burritos are my favorite, but I can't eat any of those. Like, I have to eat everything with a fork and knife if I do eat it. And, you know, like, literally with chips, I have to, like, crunch them up and just eat them very small and let them soak in my mouth so that they don't break anything, because you have to just be careful. And my dentist says, my orthodontist always tells me, if you're not nice to your braces, they won't be nice to you. And I don't have time to be wearing these for more than about a year or so, which is what they told me. It should be about a year that I'll have mine on. And I mean, already like I said, I'm 6 weeks in, and I feel like I can see things like changing already. And they put this power chain on my front teeth, and it's gonna close my gap, and it's like it's already so tight. I can only imagine, like, in 6 weeks when I go back, what it's gonna be like. So this is the adult braces update for all who want to know. Anybody who's interested, I recommend you go ahead and do it. If it's definitely more affordable than the Invisalign, but if you can afford the Invisalign, I mean, please go ahead and try it. The issue with the Invisalign is because I was gonna start Invisalign, but I realized that even with my starter trays, they give you starter trays to just mimic the real ones to make sure that you can keep up with the regimen. And I mean, you have to take them out to eat anything or drink anything other than water. So think about it. If you want to drink anything other than water, you have to take them out and you have to brush before you put it back in. Oh my God, can you imagine how many times throughout the day? And I mean, it's encouraging because it encourages you to drink only water, but I like juice, and I do drink coffee and tea throughout the day, and I have to stop and brush before I can even put them back in my mouth, or I'll have a brown retainer. And God knows I don't want to walk around with a brown or a stained retainer because I've been eating and drinking with it in. So, you know, I try that route. It's definitely not for me. I snack way too many times throughout the day, especially because I'm trying to, like, build my metabolism. So I eat lots of small meals throughout the day, and that'd be just way too much. And even though that I brush, like, with my braces, I don't have to brush, them so much, you know, to get like the food out. You brush them good, and then that's good enough. But even with the retainer, I noticed that I had to like really scrub that retainer for the Invisalign to make sure that it stayed clean. Like, you didn't want to skip a beat, because you have to wear that retainer for the next 6 weeks, and I never wanted it to be brown or yellow, and you know, it was already getting like gross like inside of there, because you know, your teeth are like imprinting into it. It was just really, I don't know, a lot of people like it. It was just my opinion. I felt like I needed to just go, you know, why pay the extra money when I can just go the braces route, do the year, get it over with. And luckily I don't have as bad of issues as I know other people have, so it didn't work out so bad for me. Well, other than that, I mean, the journey has been rough, but I'm dedicated to sticking it out, and you should be too. So if you have adult braces and you're in this game with me, let me know what you think. How's your journey going? How is it, you know, what does it feel like? Do your teeth feel loose? That's my biggest thing. Do your teeth feel loose? Like, it feels so weird all the time. The ortho says it should be fine, like, that's normal because they're shifting, but it feels weird. I just need to know what other people are feeling. So, if you have comments, or if you think that you want to get adult braces and you have more questions, ask me below, and I'd be glad to respond to anybody's questions, and we'll do, like, a follow-up to this video and just answer questions. So, adult braces, we are out, and I will see you guys in the next video. What up? It's your girl, Juicy, with the adult braces and the juicy mouth, and I will see you in our next video. Bye, y'all.